5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another very special Out of the Fast Lane. I am your host, Brady Hauser. This is partnered to by with Dirt Track Digest. Dirt Track Digest TV will be hosting some big races this week. On today's show, we have Short Track Super Series sportsman driver Tom Princiotta. He also runs at New Egypt Speedway, and it's really cool to have him on. And he's actually here with us right now. So let's get him on. Tom, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
So so a couple weeks ago, everybody saw it. You were racing a big diamond, obviously, and unfortunately, you cut your car on your head. What happened there?
Yeah, he was coming to the there at that point. I heard, and I guess the replays kind of.
We're having just a little bit of technical difficulties. That's all.
Ever.
We're having a little technical difficulties. I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
Can you see me now?
Yeah. I don't.
So
we're good.
A driver, I guess, decided to.
I apologize, everybody, for the technical difficulties. This is not what I planned. Got me? Do you have something?
Got me now? Yeah.
Here's a little bit of advice. Do you have something that you can just lean your phone on and keep it still? Maybe? It might be just something between you and me with connection. It might be just something to do with connection because thunderstorms and all that stuff is going on right now, but I apologize, everybody, for the technical difficulties. We didn't expect this to happen. We will soon enough get this done. There's an awesome picture of Tom Princiotta right there, racing. Really nice photo, actually. Rich Sweeten, shout out to you with the camp. Good?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Hold on.
Yeah, there we go. I got you now.
There we go. All right. So, like we were saying, because we had a little bit of technical difficulties, you were racing a big diamond a couple weeks ago, the Short Track Super Series, as you are a Short Track Super Series sportsman driver, and you unfortunately put your car on your head. What happened?
Yeah, just coming to the checkered, I guess the driver in front made an unfortunate decision and ended up tearing up some cars. You know, you don't want to do that, especially in the consi, but it is what it is, and it happened, and you move forward from there.
Mm-hmm. So if people, now besides that point, if people from around the world, could you give us a little background for the people that may not know because people from all around the world? Could you give us a little background about yourself?
Yeah, sure. 30 years old. I started racing when I was 19. Started in the street stocks. I'm the first one in my family to really race, so we didn't have much experience backing us or anything like that. So, but I raced in the street stocks for quite a while, and then made the switch to the crates in 2015, and raced New Egypt Speedway mostly. And we did a lot of traveling once we got the crate. Made it a lot easier. We did a little bit of traveling with the street stock to Georgetown, Albany, and Lebanon. Let me come up there and race the pro stocks. It's really for fun, but. Once we got the crate, we opened up with our traveling and been able to get around a little bit.
So during the pandemic, everybody's been struggling with a lot of stuff. People have been out of jobs and all that stuff. And for race car drivers, for a while, you guys were racing with no fans. What was that like for you as a driver?
Well, actually, we had fans everywhere I raced. We started off in March down in Georgetown with the Short Track Super Series, of course. They had fans there. It was great, and then the pandemic stuff hit, and we kind of didn't have anywhere to go, didn't have anywhere to race, and then when Brett was thinking about, he did his North Carolina trip and was talking about adding Cherokee, and then, was kind of gauging interest if what he would do for a support class. I told him that I'd definitely come, my team would be there, and at the end of the day, he made the decision to add the sportsman. We went down there, and they had fans. That was an awesome time, and then Potomac and Diamond and all them. So, and they were racing New Egypt Saturday, and they were supposed to have fans. So, a luckily, we've been racing with fans, which is awesome because the fans make the sport. But just good to be racing in general.
Mm-hmm. What for you as a driver? What is your favorite part about racing the short track Super Series?
I like traveling a lot. In 2016, we did a whole lot of traveling, mostly north to New York. Short track Super Series is a little closer with the traveling, like Delaware and Pennsy are a little bit closer for us. But it's a high level of competition. You're going against the best, so you know when you get a good finish or anything like that, you did it against top quality competition. Keeps you on your toes and just makes you a better driver, being able to go against top guys and different tracks and all that stuff. And Brett's a great guy and runs the series very professionally, so that's why we like doing it.
So, how did your racing career start and at what age?
When I was a lot younger, maybe 5 or 6, maybe a little older, the guy that did my HVAC, Ron John Kozon, he's a popular modified driver at New Egypt. He kind of planted the seed and, he told me about his racing career, and we went to watch him, and he kind of got me into it. He recently passed, so may he rest in peace. But he got me into it, and when I was old enough to race street stocks in the state, he was like, I think I got to do it when I was 18 or 19. Started there, and then just kind of grew from there.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, for the Short Track Super Series, you guys travel almost all around the country. Out of all the tracks you visited, which tracks have been your favorite and why?
With the Short Track Super Series, I like Georgetown. We're pretty fast there. It's an awesome track. But Cherokee was really cool in South Carolina. We had a fortunate mishap. We're running pretty strong early in the race, but I would love to go back down there. But and then outside of the series, in 16, when I did a lot of traveling, my favorite track probably would be either I really like Albany, Saratoga, and Fulton's probably my favorite. So it's just the furthest away. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. How many wins do you have to this day?
No feature wins with the crate. Had one with the street stock. We have a bunch of heat wins. I think we had like 5 or 6, like 3 or 4 in a row to end the season last year at New Egypt. We have a heat win with the Short Track Super Series this year. It seems like we're really strong in the heat lately, and then we kind of overthink things for the feature. So hoping to turn that around. The last few races that we have raced, we have been strong in the feature, and then stupid mishaps that knock us out early.
Mm-hmm. So tell me why you picked the number 32. What's the backstory on that?
So I played football in high school, and that was my number throughout high school. So translate right into racing because I started right out of high school. So that's where the 32 comes from.
Mm-hmm. So during the pandemic, everybody was just a lot of stuff happened where people weren't out of their houses and stuff like that. And I mean, it's still happening now, but it's kind of cooled down. But during that time, everybody did the iRacing, all that stuff. Did you get the chance to watch or even try it at all?
I watched a little bit. I watched a couple of the NASCAR ones, a little bit of the dirt stuff, not too much. Even those modified guys with sprint cars, I don't know, it wasn't my style. I never got into it, never tried to get into it, if you will. I was tempted for a while there because we weren't racing, but I figured better to save the money instead of getting the setup. We're not a big budget team, so save the money, put in the car, put in tires, and now we're back racing. So I'm glad I didn't get into that because now we can move forward with what we have.
So what goes through your mind as a driver when you're potentially spinning out and going to crash? For example, what was going through your mind at Big Diamond a couple of weeks ago when you ended up putting on your lid?
At Diamond was a little different. It happened pretty quick. We were all relatively close. It happened up high. I thought I was going to be able to sneak underneath him. And the car that got spun came down. It wasn't his fault at all. But once you feel that car catch it, bounce and caught, you knew it wasn't going to be good. And then over I went, and it landed on the driver's side, so that really sucks. I had to squeeze. I'm not a small guy. I had to squeeze out the other side, and there's not much room, so that stunk. But if you spin out in front of the field or even wherever, you're just really hoping to hold your line, lock it up and hold your line, and then hope that everybody misses you. It's not a fun feeling watching the field come at you.
If you could race against any driver, past or present, who would it be and why? It can be NASCAR, dirt, it can be pretty much any series.
past, I would love to race against Ron John, just because grew up. He got me into it and everything. And obviously, it's not possible now. But otherwise, any of the dirt modified guys, I think it'd be cool to race like Kyle Larson. But realistically, like Stewie or Matt Shepard or Ryan Godown, any of those top modified guys, would be cool to race against one of them.
Mm-hmm. So, would you ever jump up to NASCAR if you ever got the opportunity to do it?
Yeah, NASCAR, money obviously involved, but that's. I think the fun's in dirt. A lot of guys say Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson, they prefer dirt. NASCAR obviously has money involved. It's the pro level. I think anyone would take that. But I'd be happy if one day got to jump up in the modified ranks. That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So are you gonna be running the Firecracker 50 tomorrow night at Fonda?
So the car is fixed from Diamond. We are ready to go. We were mulling around. We did run that race last year. It is tough. It's a 4-hour ride for us, so midweek it's kind of tough. But New Egypt is racing their opener on Saturday. So with that being said, we're not going to race Fonda tomorrow. But if they didn't race Saturday, we were strongly considering it.
Mm-hmm. What are some dream tracks for you as a driver? What are some dream tracks for you to visit or race at?
I would love to try like Volusia. That'd be really cool. Eldora is a dream track to go to, even though they don't race our cars. But the way it is with Brett Deo, who knows? We're racing in South Carolina and all over. And I think they're going to Louisiana at the end of the year. So any track is kind of open game right now. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. So if you could race like a Volusia or Eldora Nationals, which is the entire week racing, would you do it?
Yeah, if money wasn't an option, I would do a lot more racing. But if the opportunities were ever there, of course, I think most drivers would. But it comes down to time and money and all that stuff, and real life with work. But if the situation was right, yeah, of course, I would love to do something like that.
So take me back to you in your first race as a driver, coming off of Ford to the green flag and a sportsman. What was going through your mind?
The first race, I actually raced my buddy's car. I was real nervous. I did a practice session prior, but it wasn't too bad. I think I was more nervous when I had my own car in 2015, my first crate car. I started on the pole in the heat, so I was real nervous. It was a car we had set up, so we were pretty green to it, so it wasn't the best handling car. I qualified it, made the redraw, but it wasn't that hot, so we had to hang on for dear life. So it was definitely nerve-wracking, and yeah, just the nerves of everything, especially switching from the street stock.
Mm-hmm. What other hobbies do you enjoy besides racing?
I'm big into hunting. I do a little fishing, but mostly hunting. Luckily, that works with race season pretty well. It's on the off season, and I'm into sports, football, hockey, stuff like that. But racing definitely takes precedent over the rest.
Mm-hmm. So, who do you like to visit for you at a race? So, say like a racetrack like Fonda, and not saying you don't have experience there, but say you were kind of like new to the racetrack. Who do you usually like to go talk to for like advice during the racing?
In 2016 when we traveled, we made quite a few friends up north. So depends what tracks, but I'll lean sportsman guys, modified guys, anyone I'm friends with. Chad Edwards, David Schilling, Brian Calabrese. Any one of them guys. If it's local, like Ryan Godown, Danny Buck. So whoever's really racing there and that I'm friends with, I'll go to them and kind of talk about ideas and bounce ideas off them and see what they say and go from there. But we're pretty lucky that we know guys kind of all over. So really where we travel, we kind of know at least a couple people that we acquaintances with that we can talk to.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have for questions, but we're going to do I have a new segment on the show now, story time. So if you have any like funny, bad, good stories you got from racing and you want to tell me, feel free.
No crazy stories, but in 2016 when we decided to travel all over, we raced, I think, our home state only a couple times. We stayed mostly in New York and North. We pick a different track every weekend, so we were at Fonda a lot, Fulton, far away places. So we roll up to a place like Fulton, and it's, 6 hours away or so. So I think it took 8 hours to 1 year with traffic. It was miserable. But you roll up to these places and they see where you're from when you sign in. The looks on the people's faces were pretty funny because they're like, what are you doing from New Jersey on a regular night racing? But that was pretty cool. Like I said, we raced all over, so you kind of got those reactions that at most of the tracks, and even some of the drivers were friends with, like, you're back again. But it was a cool experience, and like I said, it was a lot of fun. A little bit more time with the traveling, a lot of money, but it was definitely something I enjoyed doing while we could, and just the reactions and everything was pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Well, that's all I have for you today. Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Any sponsors or family, anything you want to give a shout out, feel free.
Yeah, so I got my main sponsor this year, Human Electric. Also like to thank Solarski Racing Associates, Brand Solarski, my crew chief. He does a lot of work on the car. My wife Jess and I just had a baby, little Tommy. And so him working on the car a lot allows me to spend a little more time at home, which is awesome. And helps me race more too. And then just my other sponsors, Gray Bar, Electric Supply, Ben Creek, Maslowski, Garden State Tree Farm. So appreciate all them, Bitten Automotive, JD Screen Printing. So everyone helps me do it. Can't do it without anybody.
Well, thank you for being on the show today. I truly appreciate it, and hopefully I'll get to meet you at a racetrack very soon, and hopefully I'll get to see you race.
Sounds good, man. We'll be at all the South races for Short Track Super Series, and maybe a couple more ones coming up, depending on what the schedule looks like. So, yeah, hopefully see you soon.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yep. All right. Have a good day. And that was Tom Princiotta. He races the number 32 Honda Electric Crate Sportsman, and he was a part of the Short Track Super Series. There's him right there. Really nice dude. He just unfortunately a couple weeks ago put the car on its head, so he's been out of racing for a couple weeks. But now, like he said, he has the car all set and ready to go, so he's very excited about that. And other than that, I'd like to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support and everything through all these tough times through the world. I couldn't do this stuff without the support. Tomorrow night is the Firecracker 50. Now, Mother Nature, there's a chance that it could get postponed. If that's the case, we will be at Fonda Saturday, hopefully. I mean, I also have another commitment I have to do, but hopefully I'll be at Fonda and I'll be able to do some live interviews there. If you guys are looking to follow me, go on Out of the Fast Lanes page on Facebook. It's up there. We got quite a few people up there that will definitely accept you in. We have a couple admins and all that stuff, including myself. I post on there daily, and it's a very awesome thing. Instagram, Brady Hauser, DTD. TikTok, we got Out of the Fast Lane YT. I don't post much on there. I just like to post a lot of racing highlights and stuff on there. And one other thing, if you guys are looking for stuff to do in a couple of weeks, I know it's probably still a couple of weeks out, but July 25th, MLB is back. Major League Baseball is returning, which is awesome. And I'm really excited for that. Finally get to see the Yankees beat the Red Sox again. I know, I said it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.